Hi there, welcome to the video series of C Sharp tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn about the namespace in C Sharp. In the last video, we have learned different data types in C Sharp. Before we start the video, I would like to request you to watch the video completely and follow along with me to have better understanding. So let's get started. Namespace is used to organize the multiple classes. So let's see how we can organize different classes using the namespace. So we have a folder called school, and inside that we have a class called teacher. We can see the namespace, it is sampleapp.school. Similarly, there is a folder called college. Let's create a class in it with the name teacher. So we can see the namespace given to it is sampleapp.college. So if we are creating direct class inside the solution, then the namespace will be different. Let's create another class with name teacher directly in the solution. So now we have three classes with name teacher, and the namespace of the class teacher which is in the direct solution is sample app. The class which is inside the college folder has this namespace as sampleapp.college. Similarly, the class inside the school folder has the namespace as sampleapp.school. So this is how namespace is used to organize the names. Still you can change the name and you can keep it as school. So there are no restrictions that you have to use the solution name. So in the teacher as well we can remove it and still it works. So for now let it be, so that it will show us exact path of the class. So if it is sample name.school.teacher, it means the file is located under sample app solution. Inside that there is a folder called school, and inside that there is a class called teacher. So how can we access the namespace now? So we can access the namespace with the help of using keyword. So whatever the namespace we want to import, we can use using keyword to import the namespaces in the current file. So if I have to use teacher class under the sample app namespace, I can use directly because my program class is also under the same namespace. So I can create teacher class object directly here. So we will be learning more in detail about classes and object in the upcoming videos. So do not bother about the classes and object for now. If I have to use the classes of the different namespace, then I have to import those namespace. So importing of the namespace is done with the help of using keyword. So we have to use using and the namespace name to use the classes and methods of that namespace. So we can use multiple namespace inside a single file. So I can even import multiple namespaces. So this way we can use multiple namespaces as much as you need in your application. You can import the namespace with the help of using keyword. Now namespace helps to control the scope of class and method. So we can see we have the three teacher classes here. One is under the college, one is under school, and one is the direct under the solution. So if I wanted to access the teacher class under direct solution, we can directly access it, but we cannot access the teacher class under college and teacher class under the school without importing their namespaces. So defining multiple namespace, we can define multiple namespace inside a single file also. So I can define another namespace with sample name 1, and I can create another class. So this is how we can define multiple namespace. Nesting of a namespace. If we write namespace inside another namespace, then that is called nesting of a namespace. So let's see how that works. So this is a namespace called sample app, and here we have a class called teacher. So let's create another namespace with the name department, and inside that we will be creating another class for civil. So this is called the nesting, and this is how nesting of namespaces are done. So namespace alias. Now in my program I want to use teacher class of college and teacher class of school both at a time. So how will I do? I can either use the full namespace like sample app.college.teacher. to give the name as college teacher. Similarly, we can create another object for teacher class of school. So we can do it using same way, but using the full namespace give us a bit ambiguity in our code. Since the namespace is shorter here, so it is occupying less space, but if the namespace is having some 5 to 10 words in it, then definitely it will occupy more space. So in that cases we use alias instead of full namespace. So we can do it with the help of alias. So wherever I am using sample.college, instead of it I can use CLG now. So let's see. So here I am able to access the teacher of the college now, and for this also we can change. Similarly, if I have to give alias for my school namespace, so we can give as sample dot school, and instead of giving the full namespace we can simply use sch. So this is how we give alias name to the namespaces. So fully qualified names. So if we see this class, here we have a namespace called sample. This is a teacher. We have another namespace called department, and inside that there is a class called civil. So the fully qualified name for this will be sample app. Fully qualified name for this class will be sample app dot teacher. The fully qualified name for this will be sample app dot department. Fully qualified name for this class will be sample app dot department dot civil. It is nothing but the hierarchy in which the namespace and the classes are written. So here we can see this is a namespace sample app. Inside that there is another namespace called department, and inside that there is a class named civil. So this is all about the namespaces. That is it for the video, guys. Hope you like the video. If you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.